Now, is your use these days fairly the same amount every day? As a stable dose level for you?
It differs.
Differs, like what?
The amount.
Yeah. Some days you want more.
No, it's not actually want more. It's like some days I may get more.
May have more, get more.
You know, yeah, I may get or have, you know. And then you do have days where, you know, you gotta have more because you done had this and it ain't, you know, it ain't function right with you, so you gotta get a little bit more to keep you right.
Keep you normal,
Yeah.
yeah. To stave off the sickness of withdrawal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you still just snorting?
Yes.
So you don't shoot?
You know.
Why don't you shoot?
I
I'm glad you
know,
don't shoot, but just...
all my life I've been scared of needles.
Scared of needles?
Yeah. You know, even when I go to the doctor, you know, I'm scared. Right now today, I'm still scared of needles, but only way you know, I can let needles go up in me. It's like if I'm real sick, I mean, not, you know, far as from the drugs, I mean, like, where I had to go to a doctor and I had to have this shot for, you know, something that's real, you know, life and death thing, you know. I don't know, I just always been scared of needles.
Scared of needles, well, probably was a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
People sharing needles, that's one way that...
yeah, but I got a lot of buddies that, you know, that do it, but like, I don't discriminate, you know, you do yours your way, I do mine's my way. We both, it's all the same thing, it's all going in the same way, it's all going to affect us the same way, you know, but I just ain't, you know, been into the needle thing, you know. If that's what they want to do, no problem, you know, I ain't got nothing against it.
But they've had more problems, do you think, if they're shooting?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Give or take, you know, because they got to find a place to put it at. You know?
That's right.
You know?
Then you just put it in the same way. Yeah.
No, a different way.
Different way from them, yes.
Yeah.
Same way from you. Right? Do you ever worry about taking too much or, you know, over OD problems?
No. No, because I don't always do a whole bunch of it at one time. You know, maybe I say like, I got a lot of it, right, and it's in front of me. I'm not gonna overdo all of it. I'm gonna do a little bit.
Yeah.
And then sit back, relax, and see how it feels, and see, you know, first let it, you know, get me right and see what's to it. Then I may do a little more. Then I'll wait a little longer and do the rest, you know.
Because if you did it all at once, it would be...
It's according to how good it is, you know. Then you might be in real big trouble, see.
Right, because if it was stronger than you... I mean, that's what happens when people take too much, right? They don't know how strong it is.
Right.
But you're kind of taking a little bit and then waiting, how does this feel, before
I
going to the next part, right?
Yeah.
So you're, in a sense, you're checking your reactions, right?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, it's probably a safer way than to take it all at once would be, right?
Mm-hmm. And then to make sure that it's good, too, you know, and, you know, because I had a few friends that then died like that, you know, from overdoses, so.
Yes.
So,
even snorting it, they died of overdose, or?
No. Majority of my friends that died from overdoses, you know, from shooting, yeah.
It's harder to know how much the dose is when you're shooting, and you can regulate it more, I think, it sounds like. Yeah. Well, this is good to know just because it's safer, but the real thing for you is it sounds like you're getting ready to move on from drugs altogether, right?
Yeah.
Or to go to
definitely.
methadone as the bridge to get off.
Because, see, it's a time where you get, you know, you just get tired of this daily struggle that you know, that you're going through. I know I am anyway.
Tired of it.
You know. And, cause like I said, ain't nothing nice, you know, it's you know, I'm tired of it, you know.
Doesn't sound like you get very many good things out of the drugs anymore. They take more out of you than you're getting out of them or something, right?
Yeah.
So it makes you feel tired of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's a friend. You mentioned that it's like a friend, but you can get tired of friends.
Yeah.
And sometimes
you got to move on from
you
them
got to move
sometimes.
on.
Yeah.
How do you say
they stick around too long too, so you got to,
You're the one who has to tell them to move on, otherwise they would just
yeah.
camp there forever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you break up with this friend?
You try to do it nicely and politely,
Yeah. If you were to say goodbye to heroin, like it was just sitting here, what would you say?
See you later.
See you later.
Have a nice life, because I'm going to.
So it's funny, you're not really angry at it. You're...
Because see, I know I chose to do this, Ain't like it just jumped in my life and, and did this to me. I did this to myself, so, so if I had to get mad at anybody, it'd be myself. You get a little mad at it because the things it can have you, the control it can have over you.
Yeah.
But then you gotta look at, you got control over it too, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So, and then by that it was you that messed with it before it messed with you. How can you be mad at it?
I see. So that's right. It takes the both of you to develop the problem together in a way, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now it takes the both of you
To depart.
to depart.
Yeah.
But you have to take responsibility, and it's not just all of the drug's fault, right? It's what you're saying.
It's just like being in a fight.
In a fight.
You can't, no matter what this person's saying and how much he's provoking you, if you keep walking, the fight will never happen. But if you jump in the ring with him, throw your deuce up and start swinging,
It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
That's the same with heroin, right?
Yeah.
So I think you figured out a pretty good way to say goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so what are you looking forward to once you're past all this? What's going to be out there?
A nice job. Going a lot of places with my kids, Grabbing a few people's hand and try to pull them out of it.
Try and help some of your bros.
Oh,
Just,
yeah. I got a lot of brothers that are partners of mine that I got to grab hold of before it's too late.
Wow, that could be.
And
that
one
could
thing
be great.
about it, one thing about it that they'll listen to me more than they'll listen to anybody else. So,
Yeah.
I know if I grab them and pull them, they're gonna come on with it.
Because you've been there, and they'll listen to you.
Yeah.
So if you're on the other side, then you can help them even more, right?
Oh,
Well, that would be pretty great. And then your kids would be very proud of you. They're not kids anymore, right? They're all grown up.
Right. And then their kids would be proud of
Then
them.
their kids, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could sort of turn it around, the whole generation in a way, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Don't do it.
Yeah. All you got to do is the first steps. Yeah.
Once you take that first one, take that second one, you all good.
Yeah. Well, what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the first step. Place opens in the morning.
It does? Just go down and...
Oh, yeah.
It'd feel good just to take that first step, probably, from what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Feel good. And just got to stick with it. I'm going to take that step and stick with it. It's going to be all right. But if you don't take that first step, then, But I'm going to do it because I got a couple of people that's pushing me that way. And,
is that right? Besides your kids?
Yeah.
Who?
And, one of them is my brother.
Your brother.
And I don't want to disappoint them, and I won't disappoint myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, those are two important people, your brother and yourself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So I got to go with it.
Now, your brother, is he can do this with you in some way?
Well, he's somewhat already in there. He's in there already, so.
Oh.
And I've been seeing how it's been like helping him too, so. And the bad part about it is I don't want to talk to him into getting in it, you know.
Pardon?
I talked him into getting in it, you know.
You talked him into getting into the program?
And then I backed away from it, you know. So he been on me about that, so.
Yeah. He said, well, Danny, when are you going to do it, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to take those steps, you know. It's time for it, you know. Like I said, I'm tired, you know.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's been a long time coming, but it's here. You know? Time to go for it.
Yeah, I guess it finally gets to that point where it's like anything, you get tired of enough, you just want to get on with something else, right?
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of neat things that could happen if you take that first step.
I know. Hopefully they will.
Yeah. Well, I just wish you a lot of luck in that. And it sounds like you've learned a lot from what's happened before.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you can do this if you really want to do it.
Yeah.
And that you can do it because you did do it.
So I know it's time. I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah. It's like riding a bicycle. You know, once you learn how to do it, you...
You may fall, but you know how to get back on and keep on going.
That's right. Can even... That's right. Learn from the falls, right?
Oh, yeah.
How not to go around the corner too fast or something, right?
Get enough scratches, you know. You stop falling.
That's right. Well, great. So, do you have any questions before we end? Because we're just about out of time.
Straight.
All right. So, listen, I wish you the best of luck in doing this. And it sounds like your friends who could be helped by you who have this problem now, they would benefit from this too.
They will.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, brother.
Okay.
Alan, was this a good example of your approach to harm reduction therapy, or therapy with a harm reduction framework?
I would say, I mean, it's a person who's actively using drugs, so harm reduction is basically trying to work with those kinds of folks and to look at the harmful consequences, to go over the pros and the cons of what he's doing, to see what he's capable of doing, and to, I think the main thing is supporting self-efficacy. In other words, whatever he came up with or things that he's already done, being able to be drug-free for a whole year, for example, to really emphasize, you know, his responsibility. And he was able to say, when he was talking about heroin as a friend, that he had his own responsibility in how the addiction process got going. And I think that focusing and emphasizing his choices and his progress and what he was capable of doing next and so forth is pretty consistent with the harm reduction.
Yeah, it seems like it wasn't a medical model. It was very practical. And I jotted down notes that you asked questions that he could answer. You focused on the positive. You were very respectful. You were interested in him. It wasn't a good or a bad or a right or a wrong.
Well, harm reduction is pragmatic. In other words, it steps back from the moral issue. Is this good? Is this